Like at some point it will scatter, maybe because of the asset I was trading. I don't know,
What
but
asset did
I
you
was able to
pick?
come up with something.
What asset did you pick?
I picked a G Great Britain pound
Okay, GPP
and
USD.
USD pair. Yes.
Great Britain
After
pound
that, I went to
versus
BTC.
US dollar.
Yes, sir. But the one I sent to you was BTC. BTC. Bitcoin.
Okay, you've already sent it.
I sent one to you for it to as a
Okay,
document file.
okay. Check.
I'm not sure it's perfectly correct, but with my explanation, if I explain it, I'm sure you'll be able to know that I have an idea of what I'm doing, but
Oh,
it may not be
wow.
perfectly correct.
All right. Okay. Don't believe I'm just opening my WhatsApp since last night.
It happens. So tell him when you want to get a good rest.
Yeah. I had to wake up very early this morning, sef. So,
Mm.
and there's a brother of mine here too. So, we had a program in church today whereby we had to prepare food because we
Oh,
were doing something like bring a dish in church today. So,
bring a what?
bring a dish. So, you have to
Okay.
cook and then you bring it to church. So, everybody
Oh,
eats and all of that. It's more
oh,
like
okay.
a kind of love feast, but it's different.
Oh,
So,
wow. That's great. Oh.
that was what we had to do. So, he had to wake up early. And myself, I have to wake up early for prayers. So I just
Okay.
did that, and from there I couldn't even really sleep again. Just
Okay.
went straight to
Okay.
preparation. And since
I
then,
could
me, I
share.
don't usually use my phone when I'm in church. So from the period that we start, that I get to church, I have to be in rehearsals, and from there to service, from service to to the end of service, packing up and all of that kind of stuff. And so the rest is I have to come home. Even not for choir, for drama rehearsal self, I wouldn't have. I will have I will have come home earlier and I will have seen the
Yeah.
message, but there's no problem.
I sent
Okay.
it. I sent it
So
not quite long.
I'm looking at it now. I'm
Okay.
looking at it now. So we had a sweep here. Um, we had okay. This was the
So
area of demand initially. This was the first area of demand. You got
yes.
the you got the range right.
Okay.
Yeah. Just that it starts from the
Oh.
tip of this
Okay.
place. That one. Can you see my
Okay.
mouse?
Yes, I'm seeing it, sir.
Uh-huh. They start from here, down here. But if you wanted to pick this one too, it wouldn't be bad. It shouldn't be bad because this was the original one that started the leg. This one took out this eye and took out this eye, took out this low. So it was becoming bearish, and then it went tapped into this, and from there sold down. So this one collected the supply. This one collected the supply.
Yes.
So we could say that this is the one that started the range if you want to, because uh price came down from this one and took out this low, took out this low. But the funny thing
Okay.
is there was no break of structure that resulted from this one. This one did not break structure because we
Okay.
still have this low here. This low was the
Okay.
one
So
that
it needs to
started.
break that structure.
Yeah, it's not that it needs to break it like generally like that, but for the fact that it did not break structure, that is telling us that sellers are not fully in control because they were not able to take out this load that started this whole move. So this was the one that started this whole move here. So, and this is the structure from here to here. This one was just inducement here, here, another inducement here. So price just took this low and from there we continue downward. So if we were to say that sellers are fully in control, we will need to see a break of structure. Price will take this low, then we know that okay, we are fully bearish. There's something we call Do you remember buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity?
Buy side liquidity. Yes, yes, sir.
Uh, BSL and SSL.
Yes, sir.
Can you identify the SSL here?
Sell side liquidity. The SSL is this. Did you say sell side or buy side?
You said?
Sell side. Did you say you asked for sell side, right?
Yes, sell side liquidity.
These people that were trying to sell, yeah.
Yeah.
This edge that I put this green.
This one. Is it this one?
mm,
This one or this one?
The one down.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the people that are trying to sell here.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir, you are correct. That was where the SSL was. So these people were trying to sell, and you are all that you see here is a battle. If it's not
Okay.
a straightforward like stuff that okay, it's going up, we know that it's going up, and it's going down, we know that it's going down. But this one is not going up, it's not going down. And there were people, and it was obvious that people were trying to sell. They were trying to
Yes.
sell. They failed, they failed, they failed, 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 failed. And eventually, now all their money that is on top around here, price just came and took it,
Check it out.
just took all of
Easily.
their money. So this was the evidence of their presence that they were trying to
Mm,
sell. So where their money will be at the top because they have already started selling here. Where they will lose money is around here. So
yes.
that was where price was going. So in this kind of case, though, we don't really have a supply or demand that we can point out and say that this is the one that is holding the demand. But it's obvious that there was a demand zone here. The only thing is
Yes.
that if it you will get to that point soon. So they will get to a point where you'll be able to fine tune. You'll be able to fine tune your entry. So you find out exactly where the demand is at. Be able to fine
Okay.
tune exactly where the demand is at. And I think it's even this one. It's this particular one. So you just find the demand from there and you'll be able to pick it. Or somebody could pick an entry there or not, or you could just wait. So this one tapped into the demands. Okay, I saw that you marked the demand here.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a good one. So it tapped into the demand. But what was your reference for the demand that you drew?
This demand.
Is it that I
The
just
reference
drew
is
the
actually
box?
no, no. I took reference from the left hand side.
Okay, this side.
Yes, that was why I put the line there.
Okay, all right. So price tapped into this demand, moved up from there, started taking out all of these people's money. Then a little bit went up. So in this case, there are some cases whereby price will not respect uh your normal conventional price has to come to demand before it can move up kind of cases.
Thank you. That was why I was not sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
But sometimes, in most cases though, in most cases you will see it come back. Like in this particular picture that I used, price still eventually came back because look at this. It still came there. So the demand was around this area. That was why price picked the demand here and then started moving. So it didn't come back here. But I'll show you an
yes.
example on NAS 100 that there are some particular pairs that do not actually obey that conventional rule. So, okay, we saw price go up here, use this as inducement. This one was also a kind of inducement. This one as inducement, went up, went up, went up, came down, tapped into demand, and from there So the preparation will just be for price to go and take out this high. All
Yes.
right. Let me. So look at NAS 100. I hope you can see my
Okay.
screen.
Very well. Sir.
My screen is looking bigger today. What's happening? Did the trading view do something? So okay, I think this is better. NAS 100 is that kind of pair that it is Nasdaq. So it's like top 100 companies in the US. So this is their index. US 100, it goes by many names. US 100, US Tech, NAS 100, Nasdaq, everything. It's still the same thing. So
Okay.
for NAS 100, you cannot always see NAS 100 obey price action. Obey the law of isn't this so?
So is it not better to even use the one that will obey what you know
Okay,
than
that's what you want me to show you, Shay.
no, I'm just thinking, what do you do?
It's not every time that the one that you think obeys, even BTC sometimes, we don't obey that law because
Yeah.
sometimes we like to trade with what we have. And at that point, you are not seeing price come back to come and tap into the previous demand zone that you are focusing on. Price will just keep
Yeah.
on going because some people are so interested in buying at that time
Yeah.
that there is nobody that is willing to sell. Hardly
To
anybody who is
sell.
willing to sell. So they just keep on buying because of the hype. So they just want buy BTC, buy BTC, buy BTC, buy BTC now. So they just buy, 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 buy.
Mm,
So you don't see price come back to the demand. So those kind
mm,
of cases can occur. It might not be like maybe 1 month or 2 months later that price will now come back to that demand. And shey you will now wait
mm.
till the 2 months.
No, no,
So
no, no.
sometimes it can be
That's a
like
lot of
that.
money that you did not make.
Exactly.
That's true.
So you will have left a lot of money on the table. So okay.
So I
Should
can
we go
no
to
go
BTC
on with
then?
this because go on with this one,
Because
this
okay, because
confirmation
I'm also
date.
thinking that
Yes.
probably it's good to grant you in the knowledge of that one too properly if you want to.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I,
Uh-huh.
I I need it.
Okay. So let's just go to BTC. Wait to share my subscription don't expire. These people should not play with me. Oh.
Okay, they actually subscribe to the Trading View account.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make some subscription to be able to get some premium premium features. So those
Yeah.
premium features, they what is happening? Those premium features can allow you to check a past history, cut a portion of price, and
Okay.
see what happened there. In fact, sef, this thing no dey work. I don't know wetin happen. What's wrong with backtest today? Trading view really be messing with people's head nowadays, so I don't know.
Uh, and they have a lot of good review before.
Yeah, they have good review, but I don't know what's wrong with their developers. They have too many developers. I checked their code one time like that, and I was just like, I saw many people presenting and pushing a lot of code. And
Mm-hmm.
if you are accepting all of the code, in fact, it's not supposed to be. Sometimes they will go and adjust something and then they will mess with another thing. And at the end of the
Mm,
day, you just be looking at yourself. You not be the one that will be suffering the okay. Since we can't back test, we'll just leave it like that. We'll back test later. I would have loved to back test. Let me see if I can still do that. This is 419. Okay. We back test. No. All right. We work with what we have.
okay.
Good thing about back testing is you can see real time data. Which kind of chat be this one? I want to check if I'm the one who marked these levels. It's not
Okay.
me. It's not me. Moving this. Can't see this one. People will call this one support and resistance.
Yes.
I remember one time last year, was it last year that I was seeing the lines? One of my former accounts that I used to use. I saw that
Yes.
when I used to study support and resistance, I had drawn some
Mm.
lines on many pairs. And when I came back like 5 months later, was it 5 or 6 months
Mm.
later, price was still expecting those zones in one kind of way
Mm.
for 5 months.
Car.
Price has
Car.
gone there, touched into it, went back
Go up
up, came back again,
without
dug
breaking it.
dug a little into it, still came back from that zone, that area, went back up. That was when, because I
That's
used to make
impossible.
fun and poke fun at support and resistance people before. That was the day that I felt like, wow, these people know what they are doing too. These people know what they are doing too. This thing looks like one of my, okay, it's not my former account. So I was back testing this one, sha. All right, let's
Okay.
get to work. So we had price come all the way from here, from this high, down, down, down to this low. You begin to see all of these spikes. You are using a system, right?
No, I'm using my phone currently.
Okay. So you begin to see all of these spikes, spike, spike, all this spike, all of this. That's telling you that some buyers are rejecting the sell. And that tells you that
Okay.
somebody is getting ready to go into the market to go and buy. And they really want to buy because they desire to buy. So when
Okay.
they did that, there was another spike here. There was a spike here, another spike here. And this was a double repetition. It came twice to tell us that, oh, okay, somebody is really here, oh, that we are ready to buy.
Mm.
So, there was a sell here. This big red candle came there, tried to sell. We bought, came here, tried to sell. They were losing volume already, the sellers. So they tried to sell. Buyers bought, tried to sell again, buy. So we had this huge buy
Yeah.
candle.
Yeah. Bye, brother.
I hope you understand the concept of supply and demand. If there's anything you haven't understood till now, just let me know. Please let me know
Okay.
so that I can like clear it out so that everything can be understandable.
Yes, sir.
Because I can see that you're somebody who is really, really passionate about learning. And that's why I've decided to take the time to take you these sections. So if there's
Thank you, sir.
anything you have understood, just tell me so that I can explain them to you properly.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So this, you can see that price came all the way down here. You've seen this repetition.
Mm.
Normally, we are supposed to be selling and selling. The first time happened, boom, they went up. Second time, boom, went up. We now know that, okay, these people are serious because why? We have a big candle in this place. And that's on
Yes.
a 4 hour time frame. And 4 hour is like big, big time frame because every 4 hour candle is what you see here. This one is 4 hour, 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 this one is 4 hour. Every candle you see here is 4 hour. And after daily time frame, that is the daily candle that shows us what has happened yesterday, the whole of yesterday, and what is going to happen today or what has happened, whatever, whatever. It is 4 hour that comes next. Although some people like to
Mm.
see 12 hour and whatever, but that is the way I respect my time frame. After daily is 4 hour because that tells us what has happened in the past 4 hours. So this one happened. There was this buy. Maybe we have this buy. We should just get ready to start buying. Whatever we were doing at that point, You have to drop it and get ready to buy. We've had all of this sell happen.
Mm,
We've had all of this sell happen, but now it is time for a change. And so from here, we see that price comes here, still within this candle, comes into this place, goes up from there. There was all of this sweep. Now, this particular structure here that came down here, that broke this one, I broke all of this. This one here, it came here, broke all of this. You might say that this is the high that started the whole thing. But, in most cases, it is the one that actually broke that receives a lot of recognition more than the one that just swept the liquidity. You still remember liquidity grab?
yes, sir.
How do you remember by liquidity grab?
Liquidity has to do with
No, liquidity
breaking
grab.
liquidity gap and liquidity. Are they not the same thing?
Liquidity grab, not
Okay,
gap.
grab.
Uh,
Okay,
like grab.
That is if there's a tie. Like it didn't really break. Something like that.
Okay. So liquidity grab happens when there's no break. It's just like 1 week of candle, like this guy that happened here. This one.
Yes.
It did not break the structure. Just came here to come and grab liquidity and go back to his maker. So he went there, tapped into this. This one now became the one that was now holding it after it had broken. Because you cannot confirm this one as the edge of a new structure until we see that it actually has done something that can make it qualify to be the head of a new structure. So it broke. It was the one responsible for this break. And when it broke, it now created this whole structure from here to here. From here to here. So that was the one that was now responsible for that structure. And when we now came here, we knew that okay, we were ready to go bullish. So price went here, came like this, went up from here, and took out this structure. Took out this structure.
Yes. Took out the structure that was responsible
That
for
was
the.
responsible for the sale. So
Sorry, sir. Are we recording today?
yes, it's already been recorded. Although I think by the time we finish, the file might be really heavy, but there's no problem. So we took out this structure. After the structure was taken, we saw that price was not coming back to this area.
Yes.
Do you see that? Because why? We already came down here. Price went from here, and this one came boom. This was the candle that really showed us that buyers were in the market.
Yes.
Funny thing now, the thing is, when you begin to think of other areas of demand supply, I think maybe we get to that in the next classes. We talk about breaker block, we talk about mitigation block, all of those kind of blocks.
Okay.
So now in this case, price tapped into a breaker block in this place. So breaker block just occurs after price has broken through an area of supply. There will be one particular block that will be there that has shown us that okay, there has been some supply here. So price can now tap back into that area to go and collect demand. Since at that point, it's just like when we have supply here, price was rejecting, now broke it. So now that it has broken it, this area now that we're having the supply before will now become breaker block because it was the one that broke the supply. So it will just continue from there because that breaker block will now become demand block. So that was what price tapped into from here. Went up from there. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay. We will treat it better in other sessions. So it's just I just want us to understand market structure and the dynamic of supply and demand and liquidity. So for now. So now you begin to see that price went up from there, broke the structure. Now we are now waiting to see where liquidity will come inside. Either price comes back here to come and find demand, or price begins to give us some other pointers to tell us that okay, this is where I'm going to, this is what I want to follow. So now you see price tap here, go up here, tap here, go, 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 go. All of this. There was a supply here. Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you see?
Yes. That's
What else can you see?
um. I see that there is a supply, and then I see that there is a break of there's liquidity because we're trying to sell, but
Let's accept that this remaining one is not there. Nah, replay. Now they mess with me today. So today is what? Today is
21st.
21st.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was fast. Okay, so let's just accept that this one, the rest of this one from here to here
Okay,
is
it's
not
not
there.
there. Okay.
Let's just accept that this is where price is currently now. This red one.
Okay.
So what can you see again?
Okay. What I can see is that okay. It did not break the it did not break the it didn't break the structure. It didn't go down to break the low.
Okay, what exactly again can you see?
Okay. Okay, I can see a should I call it liquidity gap now?
No.
On the top side.
Did you go to the video that I sent last time?
Yes, I went through it, but I'll still go through it again.
Okay. Should be able to see a BSL here. Do you see the
Buy side
BSL?
liquidity.
You see buy side liquidity. I hope my chart is clear. Oh.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
Do you see the buy side liquidity? Or maybe it's not showing properly the way I want to. Alright, I think we can do it on this time frame. It's even still the same thing. Let's go to like let's see emails. You don't see these weeks. Do you see them?
Yeah, I see them.
You can see the weeks.
Yes.
Okay, because I was thinking that maybe they were not showing.
The weeks were showing as though they want to go. They were being rejected.
Yeah.
There was a rejection from buying. So it was actually selling.
Okay. I identify the supply zone here
Where
in this scenario.
the supply zone is this first one that came down. This first long supply that came down at the beginning of the rectangular bar that you drew. Then
Okay.
there was a demand zone that came up a little bit. Supply zone was trying to also go, also take it down. Demand, not supply. And we notice that the week is being formed, whereby the supply is being bought.
Yeah.
So there was that struggle of people trying to sell, but they could not sell. And then we had demand coming in. And then we saw, yes, that I've gotten to the line that you placed to cut.
Okay.
But in everything, I noticed that as it was going, okay, so I just continue, sir. Okay, I'll stop.
I think you have to review this video at the end of this class and the
Okay,
previous video. And then I think you should have a look at some of the videos that I sent you before that I should have a look at on YouTube. Now, if you look at
okay,
this area, you can see that after price came from here, after it came from all of these, after it came from all of this demand that was here, this stuff, you see that we began to have something that was different. All of this week. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Right, sir.
Sorry
I
for the
was
break.
wondering what suddenly happened.
Ah, my phone was already flat. It just went off.
Oh, okay.
I've charged it.
Right. So what I was saying was that we had this happen here. This one suddenly became a demand zone just because of the fact that it broke. It was the one responsible for the break of structure in this particular scenario. It was now forming I'm the demand, I'm the demand, I'm the demand. So price now tapped into it. Went up from there, swept this, and then we now had this one. Price came down from there, came into this one. So that's telling us something. Twice, price has tapped into the same zone.
Same
So
demand
that's
zone.
telling us that there is a demand zone around here. And so we cannot focus on this place again because now that tells us that this is where the money is now. So we now need to
Yes.
see confirmation that okay, we can go with this this change in demand and supply zone or whatever. So then we begin to see this happen. Price goes like this. It was rejected. Price went there again a second time. It was rejected. Price went there a third time. It was rejected. This is something that I said is buy side liquidity. The
Yes.
liquidity that buyers are giving or are leaving. Whenever I see people trying to sell, that is sell side liquidity.
Mm,
So
yes.
when they are selling and they are unable to sell successfully, that is sell side
Liquidity.
liquidity. But when they are buying and they are unable to buy
Successful.
successfully, that is buy side liquidity.
Liquidity.
So now we saw all of this rejection happen. They were giving buy side liquidity. But now let's carry our eyes from there. Let's go lower to this area and see what is happening in this area. You see that?
But sir, I have a question, sir.
Okay.
Um, at what point should we call it sell side liquidity? Because you already cut out this place, and we are not sure if I can see that before the place we cut out, there was already a green candle that took out the previous sell and liquidated them. So I think I think I've also answered my question.
Okay, you
Is
are
this
trying
this
to ask
green?
that at one point do we say that somewhere is buy side or sell side liquidity?
Yes, I didn't. I was only assuming, although I know that, but I was assuming that since we cut out this place,
Yeah,
we cut out this place. I was taking these three sell that we're trying to sell as the the sales that were liquidated. But I have to start taking them one by one because this first sale that I was trying to go on was liquidated. Then this
yeah,
other sale was liquidated. And then now the third sale was now liquidated with this long green line that's long green buy that we cut out.
yeah. The thing is, in this particular case now, you saw all the buys here. Yeah, they were all
Yes.
trying to buy. The fact that it's holding, there is a green candle that is below here does not mean that it is sell. So
Yes.
this action here told us that if we isolate one particular candle, this particular candle here, let me just use this one as example. This candle here, if you look at it on lower time frame like 5 minutes, 10 minutes time frame, and you
Yeah.
focus on this candle alone, this one is a accumulation of 4 hours of activity. It's all summarized in one candle. 4 hours of activity summarized in one candle. And I like to
Yes.
be able to understand what has happened in the past 4 hours just from this 4 hour candle, not having to go to like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to go and see exactly what happened.
Yes.
And this is what happened on this candle here. This one bought. This one was a buy. They bought. And then after this one bought, sellers sold down into this place.
Yeah. Into that place. Yeah.
Sellers
Yeah.
sold down into this place. That is why you see this particular week come down here. I believe that you
Yes.
have come across OHLC. Have you?
No.
Okay, so
Maybe
I'll
you.
send you a material so that you go and read it and you understand it. The material is called Trading Candlestick Bible. It's
Okay.
written by, I don't know, one Japanese guy like that. So
Okay. I think I've come across it.
yeah,
I think so. I've
so
not looked at it.
Candlestick Bible. So if you find out, let me digress a little. If you find out, you discover that trading began from the Japanese guys. They were the ones who started using candlesticks to like mark, buy and sell and all of that.
Wow.
So that's just by the way. So now, if you understand OHLC, which is open, high, low, and close, maybe by the next time that will come to class, you tell me what you've understood by from the book and OHLC. So this was sellers selling here and they were refused by buyers because buyers bought immediately. That is why we're having this week. This week is showing just two things. It's telling us that sellers tried to sell, but buyers bought from there.
Yes.
Okay? And when buyers
Yes.
bought, this was where price opened from. When buyers bought, they were able to buy up to this level, and then some sellers sold down to this place.
Okay.
So sellers sold down to this place, and buyers, sorry, the candle closed from there. That means 4 hours was up, and this was where the action for that time ended. And then from there, buyers still continued to try to buy, and they failed, and sellers sold down, and they still failed and went up. So that's telling us that there's heavy demand in this place. I don't want to
Okay.
confuse you. There are many things that can give you confirmation that demand is in an area. Number one, this one. Number two, this one. We've had price tap into the same zone twice. So number
Yes.
two will now be all of this candle formation and all of that. When you finish reading that Bible, you'll be able to understand perfectly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So now the demand that was here has transferred to this one, has transferred here. And so that means that if price is looking for anywhere to like come back into to be able to continue on his journey, then it will have to be here. You get,
Yes.
it will have to be here. So we now say that okay, since there's space under this guy, we cannot use the space because space does not equal to anything. We have to do with the real candle itself. So we deal with here. This becomes our area of next demand. So far,
Okay.
we've been seeing that price has been rejecting, yeah? Price has been rejecting so far. Sellers have been forming. We will show you people you cannot pass here.
Hmm.
So now demand has been moving steadily from here, and it has now moved to this place. So now after price moved from here and moved here, this one was trying to form a mini Oga Feranju, Omalojise Oga, this one, and
Yes.
went up and took out all of these guys here.
Yes. I see that.
Please tell me if I'm confusing you, just let me know.
No. Like you have said, it was trying to take out price, but it couldn't because it has not been able to tap into demand.
Yeah. So now this one went up and took out these eyes. These two guys took out their eye. So now, ó ti lọ jẹ́ṣẹ́ tí wọ́n rán. because now it has been able to achieve something. If it has not been able to achieve something like take and high, we cannot say that okay, this guy has really done anything. But for the fact that these previous eyes that were here that were trying to like achieve something and they were failing, this one now came, now told them I'm better than you, took them out.
Yes.
So now when price is now coming down, price will have to, it has not even touched into demand and it has gone to do wonders. So price will now have to come back, use this one as inducement and come into the demand. This is the reason why price is coming down. Eléyìí gangan ló jẹ́ kí price máa bọ̀. Because why? We have not touched into the real demand, so we cannot move forward. We have to come back into demand itself. The present demand at that time, we have to come into it before we can say we want to move off. And all of the information that we have here has been telling us that despite the fact that buyers were trying to buy and they were failing, we still have demand that was moving from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and we now have the demand here. So that means that we can believe and trust that buyers are ready to buy in this market.
Yes.
This is the digression of buy side and sell side liquidity, because in this case, normally I used to tell you that when buyers are trying to buy in an area and they are failing, then we should, and there's one supply area that we should get ready to sell from the supply area, and from there we come down. So in this case, it is different, because why? We can see some activity that can tell us that okay, we still have demand. If you can see price take out, come down like this, go up like this, come down like this, go up here, 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 come down like this, and then to now go up here. By the time price is coming down, one thing is very, very sure that I can assure you. In that kind of situation, that means that price is still bearish. Because why? You can see in this situation here that price is not respecting anybody. It came, took this low.
Yes.
It came back again, came and took this low, despite the stubbornness that was here. It came and took
Yes.
this low. So these two lows have been taken. If that was what price was doing, you know that okay, oh, buyers are still not serious. They are still playing.
Mm.
So at that time, we will know that okay, oh, we are ready to sell. So by the time that eventually price will come back, it will come into this place. This one will come to this place and then sell.
Yes.
Price will just go here and sell. But for the fact that we've been seeing price respecting a particular demand, it tapped into this from here, it went up. Tapped into this from here, it went up. And now this one too, small tap. And even then, this one that went up, that went to go and do action, it has not tapped
Yes.
into the real demand. That tells us that okay, this is now the rest area of demand that we can now place our buy inside. So in that case, we just place our buy in this place, and then we get ready to buy. We place our buy limit there, and then we get ready to buy. So that means that buyers are definitely ready to buy, because why? We've had confirmation, several confirmations to tell us that buyers want this market
To go
this
up.
time around.
Yes.
So now we will now be looking to take out this oga wey cause trouble from the beginning,
Mm.
because na him get structure. This one on his own is a structure. He tried to
Yes.
take out price, couldn't take it. So this one was not the one that went to do the real job. So in that case, we had two structures. I hope you are understanding.
Yes, sir. I'm following you.
Okay. So this was the way it was. This one on its own is a structure. So this one was a structure. We have already
Yes.
taken out this structure when price took this one out. And the one that took this one out now became the one that was now forming Ogala. That okay, I have the demand. And I have evidence to prove that I have the demand. And so this one took it out. So after this one now, the next thing will now be to take out this previous structure. So and after it has taken it out, it will now have to move up from there. And that is what we have. So I want you to look at this properly. If there's anything you
Okay.
don't understand from this, just ask
Mm,
questions. Because we'll be ending
yes.
the section for today here.
Yes, sir.
I think it's
Thank you,
almost
sir.
fine.
I will look at it. I'll look at this and then
So
do your
like look at it now. If you want to ask any question about it, ask it now.
okay. Okay, I should look at it currently. Okay.
Yeah.
Um the okay, let me do that briefly. Okay. Well, let me just go through what you did. What I understand here is that from this first, okay, that place I drew premium and discount zone, that first premium and discount range that you drew. So there's this long sell candle that was trying to sell, or then
This one.
it did not break. Yes, yes, sir. It did not break the structure
Yes.
down below this buy. So there was a continuation of this red. Yes, that place, that red there, trying to break the structure, and then it successfully broke the structure.
Yeah.
That created a new structure.
Yeah.
So now we notice that there is a buy here at the first place, and then there is a sell trying to come down. There's a refuser with another buy. Then
Yeah.
we have a double buy here. That is giving
Yes.
us a signal that buyers are entering into the market. Considering that at the second buy, there's a large volume of buy there, buy candle.
Yes.
And that is giving us a signal to be prepared. So there's supposed to be a sell, but there's a refuser because, of course, buying operation has started. So, and we're trying to look for the demand zone now. And we, our first demand zone, now what I want to identify is all the different demand zones from this second, yes, from this second huge buy. From this
Okay, from
second
this
huge buy.
place.
Yes, from this second huge buy now.
Okay. So this area,
Can I
yeah.
take it that my first demand zone is uh, is where this candle was trying to form? Can I just say it again? Can I say that my first demand zone is at this green this
Or this one.
this just go to your right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, this place. When I say this is my first demand zone,
I cannot really say that.
but then can I say that it is this long green, long buy candle?
This
Yeah, this
one.
one.
Yeah, we can say that this is our demand zone, but this is too big. It's only an institution that will be able to say that, okay, we want to use this country as our demand zone. So we, as retail traders, we like to use the zones that we see has been confirmed as our demand zone. Now, in this case now that this one has come down here and reacted from it, we had this big green candle come up from here and there was a buy. All of the sales that they've been trying to sell, this one just came up from nowhere and took it away from them. So they tried to sell again and they still failed because they came into this very same candle and they were not able to
Okay.
succeed. So this one just went on from there. They tried to sell again, this same place. They tried to sell still in the same candle and they failed. So this one just generated from there. So if we had to say that we have a demand zone that we had before, we can say that we have our demand here.
Okay.
Because why?
Okay.
That is the representation of this candle itself.
Okay.
You get.
That's
So,
the first demand zone.
uh so normally we are supposed to call this one our inducement. Normally we are supposed to call this our inducement. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So normally we are supposed to call this one our inducement because why? It didn't come back into demand and then it just started to go up. But then when we began to see new things, the thing is flexibility is very crucial in the market in trading because you have to be flexible. The place you were
Yes.
looking to before, when you begin to
It
see
did not.
something,
It didn't go back. It didn't
uh
go back to break
when you
this
begin to
inducement.
no, when you begin to see new action that when you begin to see new action that is telling you that okay, this is where we are now, oh, then you now have to shift your perception.
Yeah.
And that is
Yeah.
what we have here. We were looking to this one as demand before that, okay, price will have to come here. But then price began to give us evidence. If price is not giving us evidence that there is demand here, then we will still have our hope that price is coming down to this place.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But now
But
that
because of
price
the
is
evidence, we have to conclude
yes,
that it
because the
has moved from
evidence
that
now,
place to this next
uh-huh.
place.
You know, when you go to the court of law, if they said that there was no evidence before that was showing that this person is guilty, when somebody brings new evidence that the person is not guilty, you have to just oppose the previous one for the new one.
That's,
So
that's
now
true.
we now have evidence that okay, there is demand there. So this one tapped into it. It did not take out this one. It did not go like this. Ẹ ṣáà mú bọ̀bọ́ ẹ̀ kúrò.
Yes.
Ó
Yes.
padà
Yes.
báyìí, ó tún wá mú, ó tún wá mú.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So
That's the evidence.
it was staying inside of it. It came here. It didn't pass it. We were observing. Okay. And then it came a second time. So now we now begin to have idea that okay, oh, this is now our new demand zone that we have to focus on. And we now saw that price was beginning to give us a different kind of activity or price action. We brought price go here. This one managed to take out all of these eyes that have been attempting to take out
Yes. We said that.
this
We
level.
said that.
And so when he took it out, we now have hope that okay, buyers are actually in this thing. Oh. So where are the buyers sitting at? They are sitting here. And so we can now say, okay, let's place our limit here. And when they sell into it, when sellers try to use their stubborn head and sell into it, they will meet with this oga here and then the buy will happen. So
So one last question because it's already time, and
yeah.
I really appreciate it. So one last question is, where would you take your buy? Assuming you want to take a buy trade, would you take at that first demand zone and also take at the next new demand zone, or would you just wait for this new demand zone?
Uh, if it were initially, I'll put my buy here.
Okay,
I'll
okay,
put my buy here and I'll be waiting for price to come down to it. But while I'm observing that, I'm just looking at price to see what price will do. And now I
okay,
begin to see that okay, price is now touching. The thing is, it is better to wait for confirmation because sometimes you might even see price tap into this one and it will still come down and take the whole thing out. Just go like this and then come down.
okay, okay, okay,
Sorry about that.
okay, sir.
So
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 thank you very much, sir.
you can just do that. So it is better to
I
wait
will.
for confirmation. That was why we had to wait. See the first demand zone get touched. See it touch the second time. And then we now see the rejection. See this one sweep this eye. And then we see that okay, demand is sitting here because demand has now transferred from all of these places to this guy here. And so we can now put our entry here. So that's just it.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
So I'll
thank
send
you
you the
so much, sir.
video and I'll send you the book so that you can read it and in the next class we will discuss that.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.